Check out this super fun video where I make a layout on 2 pages for Serial Killer in London. Hi everyone, I have this super fun layout that I'm working on. My daughter and I took a trip to London and we visited this little area called Shoreditch. And she found this super fun place called Serial Killer. Cereal spelled like the breakfast food. We walked around the streets and everything. There's a bunch of graffiti and really cool artsy places and this fun little eatery called Serial Killer. They had, everything was 1980s. They had TV sets from the 80s with TV shows from the 80s and toys from the 80s and cereals from the 80s. And we had some coffee with Fruity Pebbles, and then we had some ice cream with Fruity Pebbles. The coffee was with Cocoa Pebbles. And there's whipped cream on the ice cream and this blue stuff, and it was just such a fun experience that I had to scrapbook it. So I have some supplies from Basic Gray. There's Hipster, and then the letters and a lot of the other elements you'll see later are this collection called Boys Rule. Basic Gray sadly went out of the scrapbooking world and no longer has all their really cool supplies that I just absolutely love. But you might still be able to find them. I have a lot of their stuff because I just love them. And then later you'll see that I have some Cosmo Cricket, who also no longer sells scrapbooking supplies, but they had really nice quality, very different designs, and when I found out they went out of business, I hoarded a bunch of Cosmo Cricket and Basic Gray scrapbook supplies. So you might still be able to find them out there. But I love the letters that Basic Gray has here for Boys Rule that I'm using for the word killer. And the papers, most of the paper is Hipster, and then that Game Boy, that little Nintendo Game Boy, and then you'll see like a tape cassette. Those are all from the Boys Rule collection. So here I'm just looking at all my options and putting it together. On the right you see the Cosmo Cricket papers and stickers, very bright, fun colors. And I'm just trying to decide what to use in my layout, and I'm constantly moving things around and piecing it together and deciding what I like the best. The photo on the left, some swimming pools and a broken crack pipe, was on a storefront in Shoreditch, and I thought it was hilarious. It's actually a zine, like a little magazine book by Zach Sebastian, and it's in homage to Ed Ruscha's 9 Swimming Pools and Broken Glass. I have not read either, but I thought that that was hilarious. So I took that some swimming pools and a broken crack pipe photo and I put it onto an Instax. I printed it out with my Instax. I have a little Instax printer. It connects to my phone. I just pick the pictures and it prints it out. I love it. It makes it look really cool because it has that little Instax frame, and then it also saves a ton of space on the scrapbook page. So I just love that for some little elements that aren't super important but have a really neat touch. For the word cereal, I'm moving some letters around to decide how I want to put them on the page, but those are also from Basic Gray, and they're from the Hipster collection as well. I printed out a little journal box about our time there and cut it out on some paper that coordinates, and I'll put that on the right side of the layout. Here I'm just rearranging all my little embellishments over and over and over until I am happy with them. I used some foam tape on the back of the Game Boy so that it kind of pops a little bit, and just kind of layered everything. And there you have it, a 2-page layout for London. This fits in the Creative Memories Happy album. They measure 6.75 by 9. So super fun. I love it.